What's up, YouTube guys? We are back with another tackle video. It's not a review, but it's another tackle video. I'm kind of bring you guys up to date with some of the stuff I'm using. You guys know that I use a lot of my gear out there on the ponds, lakes, and I'm gonna be using a lot of this in the tournaments, guys. I got a new rod in today. I want to talk about it a little bit, guys. We got the Denali Covert. Okay, got the Denali Covert, as you can see, 7.2 medium heavy. This is a very versatile rod. Okay, it has the parabolic bend that you can use for if you're gonna try a jerk bait or something finessey like a swim jig, and it's got a backbone to it too. Even though it looks like a thinner rod, it's got a good backbone to it. And man, it's just an all around. You could toss spinner bait on this thing, shatter bait on this thing, but I'm probably gonna be cranking with this bad boy. This medium heavy right here, probably gonna either crank. Yep, as you can see, it got crankbait on there. But that's specifically what I do it for anyway. You guys already know I'm a crankbait, specialist. I love crankbaits. And my favorite thing to throw, whether it's lipless or square bill, deep diver, it doesn't matter. But this is definitely gonna be one of the rods I'm throwing. But I kind of want to get you guys to kind of see the wind grips on this thing. See the wind grips on here? Just nice. And then you got the Denali on there. Course, you tighten it down, you hook, got your little hook catch right here. Man, I love it. I love it. Now I paired this thing up with a 7.3. This is the new Kistler reel. I'm not into the Kistler rod thing, none of that, but I had a buddy of mine that's with them, and he had a reel and he wanted me to try it out, and I'm thinking, hey, what could it hurt? Light reel goes on these rods perfectly. I don't know how they fit on Kistler rods, but I'll tell you right now, Denali rods, this reel fits on these perfectly. I mean, it was just light. I had it on the Myriad doing the jerk bait, using the jerk bait. Perfect. Perfect jerk bait. I mean, it was just light, so you can work that thing all day long. And as you can see, I got it on here now for crankbait, so I can toss out there and burn that crankbait in and not wear my arms out. But let's get into some other ones. We're not gonna talk too much on this one. That's the new one. And then of course you guys hear me talk about this here and there. Hear me talk about my N3 series. Okay, guys? When I be preaching about this Denali rods, you guys got to understand why I'm preaching about these things. Not only are these things sick looking, I mean, you can see this is sick, man. Orange is like my favorite color. And gray together, oh, man. So it's not only has the sick accents on it, nice little features to it, got a nice little wiggle to it, parabolic bend like crazy on it. There's 30 rods. I mean, these things, I beat these things to death, and you can see they still look almost new. You guys, I mean, you can't find better rods out there. And the reason why I want you guys to kind of look into this N3 series, this is another cranking stick. Like I said, it's another crankbait rod. It's served me well. I mean, not only does it give to the fish, let them get hooked correctly, it gives them time to actually eat that bait. So I definitely throw this a lot, man. This is like one of my favorites. As you can see, you look at 90% of my videos as of late and see me tossing this bad boy all day long. And it's also a 7.4 medium heavy. You guys need to go on DenaliRods.com and check these out, because I'm telling you guys, this is one of their amazing crankbait rods, and it's something that you really ought to try if you get a chance to. That's the N3 series. And now we're gonna go into with a lot of you guys that are familiar with Denali rods. You guys are familiar with the lithiums. Sick corkscrew handle right here. Of course, you got the back end. I mean, you got the foam in. I love that. And it's just a beautiful rod. I mean, look at that. Look at that, the lithium. As you can see, it's a spinnerbait rod. I got a crankbait on there because it also is a versatile rod too. But it's thick. As you see, it's thicker. It's got a backbone, a thicker backbone than my N3 series and my other, the Covert, which is the crankbait rod. But this thing is versatile, and it's a perfect chatterbait rod. When I say perfect chatterbait rod, I'm telling you, I've caught so many fish off this thing since I had it off chatterbait and spinnerbait. It's just perfect. And as you guys can see, it's a 7. This is a 6'10". I had a 7-footer, but this is the 6'10", medium heavy. And man, you guys really need to check these out. Like, when I say check these out, I mean, get you a couple. I mean, just get you a couple and try them out, because I'm telling you, if you ever get to tossing these Denali rods, you'll see why a lot of people that stumble upon this company are amazed. They're stuck on it. Not only do they look good, they perform well. And I mean, out of all the rides I've tried and ride companies I've been around, these things seem to perform a lot better than all those put together. But then we're going to get into, as you guys know, I started out with the Attack series, of course. And this is it should be the 7-footer. This is a 7-footer extra heavy. And the reason why I got that for a lot of you guys that are flipping or throwing your jigs, you really want a strong rod, especially if you're flipping lily pads. And this rod here is really, really strong. When I say you set the hook and it through the roof, anything that you set that hook in, whether it's the side of his jaw or anything like that, this rod is going to put them hooks through there and put that fish on the boat. Trust me. Stick with that. Stick with that, guys. And then we're going to get into our bigger rod. Of course, you guys know this is the 7.6 extra heavy also. This is 7.6 extra heavy Denali Attacks. I paired it up with my Corrado DC. Why I do it with the DC? The DC is a great reel to toss around, you know, like my finesse stuff. I mean, I know you guys are familiar throwing spinnerbait on it, but I like to kind of keep my cast far few in between with this because I like to let that thing charge up because you're supposed to get this spool, tighten the spool up and charge this thing, the chip in there. So I like to throw it on stuff like this, as you can see, finesse stuff like that, and kind of keep these backlashes down because it does help you with the backlashes. But on this rod especially, oh man, it just pairs well. It looks really good on there. And it's a workhorse. This is a strong rod. And to have a strong reel on here makes it even better. So you guys get a chance and you want some frogging or you're gonna do some finesse type of stuff or just flipping, you definitely want to get you a 7.6 extra heavy and kind of work that thing out, man. And then we're gonna go over here to our more, this is like my favorite, guys. The Myriad, of course. Myriad is one of my favorites. Why? Because not only is it 7-foot medium heavy, it's smaller so you can make the more accurate cast. And when you're working that jerk bait on that thing, you're not banging your partner's leg by trying to work that jerk bait, or you're not hitting the side of the boat or hitting weeds with it because it's a shorter rod. And it's just perfect. I love this thing. This thing is just awesome. An awesome rod. It's lightweight. And any reel I pair it up with, because right now I got the XML from Bass Pro Shops. It's a great reel too, but it just pairs well with this rod, and it's a good jerkbait reel. And I'm telling you guys, I would not know what to do with that thing. But this is what I'm doing. This is my lineup, guys. That's my lineup all season long. As you can see, there's no other kind of rods. Well, we have one spinning, of course. I almost forgot. This is another Myriad, guys. Didn't really want to bring that in there because I don't do a lot of spinning. I don't do a lot of spinning combos. But I paired it up with the Shimano Next Wave. And this is a great reel to go on here. And this Myriad rod is actually really good too. I'm telling you guys, like you can see, it's the 7-foot. Matter of fact, this is 7 even. Yeah, this is another 7-footer. Because, guys, I fish a lot of ponds. And as you can see, some of my casts in the videos are really short. I mean, they're long casts, but they're short how I whip it because I don't have much room. So a lot of times you're gonna see me with the 7-foot rods or the 7-foot 2s at the most. I don't want to go too long. Like I only fish this rod, like the 7-foot 6. I fish those off a boat or off in clear areas like an open lake or something like that. A lot of times that rod won't make the trip if I'm going somewhere where there's a lot of grass at. And for all you pond fishermen out there, you know what I'm talking about. You guys know you need a 7-foot to 7.2. Just that, I mean, that's plenty of rod length. And I mean, it just makes it easier. And you can get into ponds that are accessible like that. Like they got a tight window. Like when I say by tight window, I'm talking about like rocks behind you, bluffs. If you're at a lake where you only got limited access to the shore, you want to make sure you get something short like that. And I'm telling you, Denali has the perfect setup for you guys. If you guys have not, and I mean have not, tried any of these rods, you're missing out. I'm telling you. As soon as you get one of these, that's all it takes. Start off, for instance, if you guys are big on jig, go ahead and get you a heavy or extra heavy 7-footer. See how it does. I guarantee you'll be just like I am, buying them left and right. And they serve their purpose. And every fish I've caught, guys, since I've discovered Denali has been on nothing but Denali rods. That's all I use. That's all I'm going to use, guys. And with that said, guys, that's all I got for you on that. This is TBP. I just want you guys to know that this is what we're going with this season, probably next season and season after that, because I love this rods. I love the company. Awesome people. Delivery time couldn't be better. So with that said, guys, man, tight lines. Stay tuned, and we're going to have some more footage for you, and we're definitely going to have some footage of this next tournament. Sorry I didn't have the footage last time, but we definitely will. And we're going to have these beautiful rods in there, so check us out.